Hello, hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? It's Friday, it's your day, and I'm here. So we're going to talk about this one thing we're going to talk about today about relationships. Relationships. And there's a book that I've been reading. They talk about the relationships are the core of our existence. You believe that? Relationships are the core of our existence. They have this saying, no man is an island, no man stands alone. Yes. So I can just imagine that the writer, when he was writing this book, he probably had that in mind, because relationships are the core for existence. So we're going to talk a little bit about what I've read. But for those of you who are going to be watching me live, let me know where you're watching from. And if you're going to be watching the replay, also let me know where you're watching from. Because today we're going to talk about relationships. And there's an art that we can use to build relationships. And we're just going to talk about one today. And especially if you're in business in your life, it doesn't matter where you fall on the spectrum, relationships are important. Relationships. And I know, yeah, we don't have to go into the intimate part of it today, but relationships, and we got different phases, different levels, and different kinds. Whatever it is, it's important. It's like a little glue. It's something that we need. Okay, so one of the key to have a success, to be success. Oh, come on, Yvette, speak the word. To be successful is to be able to have good relationships. And so for today, well, we're going to talk about that. For those of you who have met me before, my name is Yvette Garel, and I come to you live in this community once per week. Today is Friday, and I normally come on a Friday, and if not, on a Saturday. So we talk about everything. We talk about anything. We talk about all things, from business to life, inspiration, educational empowerment, everything. Something that inspired me, I'll come here and I share informational as well. So today we're going to talk about relationship, and one of the reasons why I came up with this topic was last weekend I attended a conference, and we normally, most of those persons, we have never seen them before, and the other, well, say 50% never seen before. The other 50% we saw them, we keep on Zoom, on in the online presence, so we see faces but never see people in the physical state. So that was good. Relationship. So but even online, we built that relationship. So just by seeing each other faces and interacting and communicating. But it was so good to see people in the physical state, that we could touch, we could shake hands, we could hug, if or we could give that fist bump or whatever it is, the elbow, whatever, because we know that the virus is still prevalent, and we want to do everything to keep people safe, not only ourselves but the other persons. But the relationship that we um we were able to form online just extended itself in a way, and got much deeper and better, more solid, by just seeing people face to face, where you can have more interaction. People see what you actually look like. You actually, when you speak, of course I can stay here and I can talk to millions of people, but to just one-on-one is powerful. So relationships are core for existence, right? And it is one of the key elements in even having a successful business, successful relationships. Even if you're the boss in your on your terrain, and the people that you hire, you don't have a good relationship with them, you're not going to get anything done. They're not going to be happy working for you. You have got to build a relationship, whatever it is. Yes, some are going to be like really off base, or my friend would say, some are going to be going out for lunch. But you've got to find a way to build a relationship. And if the relationship isn't working, then of course there's a way to exit, to implement the exit strategy, right? But relationships are important, my friends. So we're going to talk a little bit about what I've been reading today. I bring to you. Okay, so this writer says here, and don't judge me now. This writer says here, he says there are two things people want more than money and sex. They want recognition and they want praise. And that's a quote in the book that I've been reading. Two things, right? They need recognition and they need praise. So today we're going to talk about praise as a form of uh, bi- building a relationship on the premise of praising others. I know it is really hard sometimes for some of us to even praise people, to recognize that the person is trying or doing something valuable or something, is helping in a way that they should be recognized. They go beyond, above and beyond, just out of their way, and we take it for granted. Now we need to be paying attention, all of us. Yeah, if you haven't been giving praise to anyone that has been doing anything for you, now we're going to find a way to give them some form of recognition or praise. Okay, so there is power in praising people, my friends. People, human beings thrive on recognition. They might not have any money in their pocket, but they love to be recognized. They love to be praised. They love for you to understand, yep, you did something good, a pat on the shoulder, a handshake. Yeah, they love to be recognized and praised. And that is something they're not going to come out and say, oh, you need to recognize me, you need to praise me. No, but it's something, it's like a part of the emotional makeup was that triggers maybe the dopamines, and then put that good feeling and make you want to do more. And a lot of times from experience, I know that when you praise people and when you recognize people for what they're doing, you get more out of them. They want to do more. They want to do more. Now you just activate something inside of them. But this writer is talking about praise, right? He said two things. I just told you then. Two things that people want more than money and sex, and that's recognition and praise. He drafted a quote. Okay. Then he said, every person we meet, everybody we meet, we either give them something or we remove something. We take something from them. Everybody. So think about your life and my life, wherever you are in the world, your sphere of influence. Everybody you meet, you either deposit something or you withdraw something. And it's very simple. It's probably just happens just like that. You meet someone, you either share some good thoughts or, whether it's information, encouragement, motivated, just talk. But they're going to say something too, and you are going to get something from it. You might not say, oh, I wanted to hear that. You might not say that, but deep down, you're gleaming something from it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a positive way, maybe not what you're looking for, but if you just slow down and listen to what they're saying, yeah, it might be a way that you can help them. Maybe a way that you didn't be like, man, they need help in this direction. It doesn't matter, but we are gleaming something from them. So we are giving them and we are receiving. So we give them and we take from them. So, there are some people who come around and they'll encourage you. They'll, see you doing something, you're trying, encourage you, or, they'll just have another, maybe offer a helping hand. There are others who won't do that. But don't judge me here, but it's the truth. There are some people, they'll just look. They won't give an encouraging word. They won't say, hey, good job. They won't say, let me see, maybe if you want to turn it this way, do that way. They don't do anything. They just look on. And so maybe you're looking at something that is being well done, maybe well prepared, maybe something that you are really learning from, but you don't give recognition or praise to the person who's doing it. Now it's time to stop and do some of that. Okay. So that's just a PSA. I know I've taught a number of students in my lifetime. I've worked with a number of people, and I realized that recognition and praise it's just not something that a lot of folks do, or it's, let's say, it's something that folks can do more often off. Recognizing people and giving them some praise. Yes, I said that. What we are doing when we do that is we are building up people. My goodness, build people up. It's so easy to tear down another. Huh? It's so easy to tear another person down. But what about building them up? It's not all that bad. It's not doomsday. We've got to find something good, something positive. Yeah, something. It's got even one thing. And we grab that one thing and we build that person up. The world needs more of that, my friend. We need more people to do that in this lifetime, because it's not all doomsday. There's people have self-worth. They got a lot of value, but sometimes they just need a person to just pull one out, lift them up, give them a hand, reach down, help one, teach one, reach one. And so they're waiting. A lot of people out there are just waiting for somebody to stop by and give them a praise, recognize. And even because not all of us have the will and the wherewithal to pull ourselves up. So we depend, which is not that it is good to sit and depend, but it is just the nature of the human race. We want to, some of us, we just wait around. Who's going to come help us? Now we go back to that scripture. The guy at the pool of Bethesda, he was waiting, right? He was waiting to be thrown into the pool. And every time the water was troubled, he said he got nobody to throw him in. So, hey, sometimes we've got to throw ourselves in. We got to get up, because I know the tendency is to sit around, hang around, and wait for somebody to reach out and touch. But we all have this thing in us that we need to get up. But the motivation, and we're not going to talk about motivation today. What I'm saying is that some people have suffered from no recognition, or low recognition, no praise. They know they've been working their ass off. Yes, they've been working, they've been putting out, and nobody said shake a hand or say thank you very much or whatever. This is a call to be more mindful of the worth of people, because I've seen it. Yep. They would rather tear them down than build them up. Okay. So one way to build up a person is by giving them some praise. Yes. It might not be 100%, because done is better than perfect. Give some praise where praise is due, right? Something begins to happen on the inside of that person and stirs up that intrinsic motivation and make them want to do more. Sometimes we wonder why we cannot get more out of a person. They don't do, we dumb them down all the time. We don't lift them up. And then we want them to do more. We want them to be elevated. Now they can't be elevated because you're pushing them down. Yeah. And so we and it's not physical. It's verbal. Hello. It's verbal. It's verbal and the actions. And so I've seen it over and over and happen. Well, I can tell you happened to me. But you've got to, not all of us can rise up above those circumstances. So we need to be to recognize that some of us really need that recognition and praise to live up. Many of us, we just, we can carry on and chart our own course, but we have a certain sector that really thrive on recognition and praise, and nothing is wrong with that. We probably need to give it to everybody, huh? Yeah. So remember a time when someone told you that you would not come off to anything, you weren't good enough, you're not going to come out to anything, or you're not worthy of that. Yeah. We keep down, we keep putting down, and we keep discouraging, and there's no motivation there. But I'm sure you don't like that person. I'm sure that person, when the person told you, whatever happened, told you that you weren't going to come on to anything good, or, Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't handle that. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't take kindly to that. I'm sure. But some of us would be like, okay. I was talking to this girl one day, and she said to me, Miss Yvette, I'm gonna show them better than how I can tell them. So that's a can-do attitude right there. She said, I'll show them more better than how I can tell them. And so that's like actions speak louder than words. Right. You see where I'm going with that. So, but for a person to be in that mode or that frame of mind and to be like, you know what? I'm stop talking. I'm gonna show them. You've got to know that that person has been held down and pushed down and spoken about, and all these assertions. Yeah, and so now maybe that person has found themselves in a place where they realize that, hold up a second, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, I'm worth more than this. And just like a wake up call, and the light bulb went off, and be like, oops, I'm gonna show them better than how I can tell them. And so that determination builds up. But praise, my friend, praise and recognition is vital in building relationships and building sustainable relationships, long lasting relationship. There's something good in all of us. There's something good in all of us, but everyone cannot see. So, and everyone shouldn't, don't expect everyone to see, but it is our job, it is our responsibility. We owe it to our fellow man, because no man is an island, no man lives alone. We exist and we coexist in this life. So take on that take on that 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 aura, and praise people, give recognition. Doesn't have to be anything tangible, just kind words. Just some kind words flowing, just a pat on the shoulder, just a high five, good job, just something, just a handshake. It's all that people need. Some of us, I hear people talk all the time, like they can't give recognition if they don't have a dollar sign to put behind. They can't go out and buy a big gift. They can't, it's like they have to have something tangible to offer. That's good, but that's not always the case. Okay? You don't have to have that. Now, so praising people, giving them recognition for maybe a job well done, an achievement, something, is very valuable in building up relationships. Think about relationships, and we're not talking about intimate relationships now, like the husband and wife. No, I'm talking about the social, even relationships with our siblings, relationship with our friends, and so on, and even the intimate relationships. Yeah, give praise and recognition where it's due. Yeah, and build up the person. So yeah, they might not be doing something well, and okay, find a way to turn that around. Yes, that's hard work sometimes, but find a way to bring some positive out of that, because sometimes the other person cannot see a positive vein out of that, but you're listening and you be like, oh, let's turn that around, make it into a positive, and help that person to now see and to recognize that it's not all that bad after all. I am worthy, I am valuable, I am, just a person that is kind and gentle and loving and all the rest of it. And I'm not just always that person that everybody writes off, everybody throws away. So So be honest with people. Be honest, tell them the truth. If it's so, it's so. If it's not so, it's not so. Now, that's going to be a little tough on some of us, like myself, who rather not say anything sometimes than to be like, tell the person that they're lying. Might find a way to to kind of maybe drill down a little bit, instead of just blatantly tell people that you're lying. Now, if it's a blatant lie, and I can see it, or realize it's then. But sometimes we've got to gather the facts, and and let the fact speaks before we actually accuse person of lying. But if it's a case where yes, the person, yeah, you should be able, because if you have a good friend, you cannot chastise your good friend, then that's not your good friend. You want to build a relationship, you want to build pure, clear, clean relationship. You want to be honest with people. You want to, build character. If that's your good friend, help your friend out. Say, look here now, the other day you did something that wasn't cool, you know, and you spell it out, ABCD. Now it's not your place, but you're gonna say, well, that didn't go so well. I think you probably could have done it a different way. Or, we have to find some creative way to curb and to build a relationship. You want to have a strong, sustainable, just honest and clean relationships. We've got to build that. So we've got to work on the little nuances and carve out the good things and let the good things super become right above and become at the top, huh? Of the keep get so if we grow the good things, if we grow the positive things, then the ugly things will start to die in people. They'll start to die, and I know that we won't get all of them, but at least we'll be working and we'll be saying, oh, last week you had 10%, this week you have 20%. Now because you've seen change. That's how behavior changes, my friend. Behavior change, but it starts with all of us. Doesn't have to be just me or just you, all of us. And those persons you have in your sphere of influence, I don't. And so I work on these that I can, those that I meet, those, right? So at the conference over the weekend, met a lot of people. Some were just bubbly, some were just quiet, and some were just here and there, and everybody, because we were meeting for the first time. And so each one have came on with a different characteristics. So each person, and so they don't know me personally and I don't know them personally. So we've got to open up the lines of communication, have conversations, and begin to build a relationship. They know a little bit about me, I know a little bit about them, and start to grow and build a relationship. So relationships are the core of our existence. Somebody says relationships are the real currency. In this life we are going to have we have to exist. When the creator created Adam, he made Eve because he realized Adam was a little lonely. Adam needed a companion, and so can you imagine the relationships they were having? But we know what happened then. But for you and me, what we talk about today was building the relationship, giving some praise, giving some recognition, because that's the core of our existence. We're not, we exist, yes, we're by ourselves, but we coexist in this life. We have family members, we have husbands, we have wives, we have partners, we have teachers, and we go to the bus stop, we see people. Yeah, we are in the bus. So we there's always that interaction going on. Build up the relationships, my friend. And yeah, we don't have to be buddy buddies, but you say hi, hello, how are you? Your hair looks good today. You're having a nice pair of shoes on. You know, give some compliments along the way. All right. So, how are you doing wherever you are in this world on this big blue marble? I hope you're going to have a great weekend. And for those of us in business, I hope you continue to work on your business, because as an entrepreneur, business goes on. It's business as usual, right? There's always something to be done. But even in the midst of all of that, we've got to be mindful that our team members, the people we interact with, even online, we are building the relationships. And all of us are on social media. That's Social media is a prime place to build a relationship. Notice what it's called: social media. It's supposed to be a social platform where we build relationships, we create conversations, build engagement, and create and become influential. So, hey, I hope I hope to see you on Friday, where we're gonna talk about, I don't know, something more. But for now, take care of yourself, my friend, and we will talk soon. Take care. Go out there, build some relationships, give some recognition, give some praise, a pat on the shoulder. Yep. And lift someone up. Okay. Take care of yourself now. Talk to you later. Bye.